Yikes, this is gonna be a long one. So overwhelmed. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be my absolute favorite products of 2018, and I have heartburn just like thinking about all the shit in front of me. I mean, I'm just gonna jump in, but I first need to start out with my favorite service of the year, or like online service. I guess that's what you would call it. With ShopTagger, I love partnering with them for videos because I think that their service appeals to everybody, because who doesn't want to save money and know when your shit goes on sale? Because I do. Don't know what ShopTagger is and you're visiting me for the first time, ShopTagger is it's an online shopping assistant that notifies you if there's a price change. Extremely easy to install, and you can easily install it where your favorites bar is, and it's super easy to use. You would just use ShopTagger to shop all of your favorite sites. So whether it's Sephora or Nordstrom, you would install the button that you would just place in the corner of your screen. You install the button, and then you would just click on like an item. If it was like a makeup or clothes, I use it more for fashion because that stuff seems to go on sale faster, and you can actually choose what you want to be notified for, whether it's a percentage off, if it goes out of stock. It's amazing. And the really cool thing about this is that it's free. And secondly is that I have had stuff in my ShopTagger account for years, and it'll go out of stock and I'm like, okay, that's the end of it, but I'll forget to take it out of my ShopTagger account, and then it'll re-notify me like a couple months later that it's in stock, and I'm like, oh cool, and it's at a discount. It's really nice to have all of your favorite shopping websites in one area, so you're not constantly checking to see what prices dropped, if stuff is go out of stock. It's amazing, and it's been my favorite thing. So I will put the link to where you can download it below. You can also use it on your phone, which is amazing. It's just an app, you can download it, and you can get either notifications via push, email. That being said, I'm sweating. Let's move on to my shit. Let's just start out with primers. These are like just the bomb. First one is this Origins Skin Pore Perfecting Primer. I think I've talked about this in every single favorites video that I can think of. Very mattifying, very cooling and refreshing for the face. One of my favorite all-time pore products, and it's also affordable. Next is the Farsali Skin Tune. I love this stuff as well. This gives a really nice combination of like a matte pore filler and also a little bit of radiance, but not like dewy, oily disgustingness. It's just a great perfecting primer. I absolutely love that. I had to mention this one because this one's like the Beyonce of pore primers. It's the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, God rest his soul. This has tea tree oil in it. I say it all the time. So it's very cleansing and nourishing for the pores, so it keeps them clean. So good. It's very mattifying, and it's very pore perfecting. It's a little, I would say it's pricier than this. So depending on what your budget is, this is $45 and this is like in the 20s, I think. It doesn't really matter. I would go with either one of these, but I also would go with this bitch too. Want your pores to be non-existent? Try these three. So the Dior Air Flash Radiance Mist, this is a primer and also a setting spray. Amazing. One of the best Dior products that I've ever owned. She's amazing. It's a really great setting spray. That's kind of how I use this. I don't really use it as a primer. I don't really notice, I mean, maybe I have to use it more as a primer, but I love it as a setting spray. It literally perfects the skin. It just makes everything like look really good. I have absolutely loved this product for evening out my skin, getting rid of redness especially, and just giving a really gorgeous glow. Who knew? Dr. Jar. It is the Cisapair Tiger Grass Camo Drops. So I use this kind of in conjunction with a pore primer. It does conceal the pores, but it also really helps redness. So if you have rosacea, I would try these because it also, I feel like, camouflages the skin in a way where it just gets rid of all of the redness and it looks perfected, also adding radiance and also concealing the pores. Moving on to foundations. I said that's so phony. Foundations. It was a no-brainer for me. The Tom Ford Traceless Perfecting Foundation is amazing. It totally knocked my socks off this year. Perfection in a bottle. If you want really matte, medium to full coverage, you gotta go with Tom Ford. It's a little bit more on the pricey side. It's an excellent foundation and I highly recommend it for perfecting the skin. I would think that if you are a bride and you're getting married, this might be a really good one to wear because it lasts all day long. And then there is Too Faced Born This Way. I have re-fallen in love with this product. It's makes your skin look snatched. That's all I can say. This, along with the powder that I'm gonna mention, obviously, have really impressed me this year. I feel like if I want a very, very good skin day, I will use this because it gives me a really great skin day. So it's medium to full coverage, oil free, but I feel like it's not completely matte. It's a little bit different than the Tom Ford. It does give you some radiance, but also mattifies at the same time. It's just a beautiful traceless foundation. Undetectable, that's what I meant. I bought a lot of powders this year, let's be honest, but this one impressed me the most. Like, if I want my skin to be like immediately smooth, I use this powder. Like, I feel like I notice a difference on contact. As soon as I put it on my face, it completely smooths out my skin. Very lightweight, so I don't feel like it could ever look cakey. I'm very liberal when I put this powder on my face because I feel like completely smooths and perfects the skin, but in a way where it's undetectable. Concealers, I have 3. Oh my gosh, why did I keep on touching my face? It's so itchy. So I do have 3 concealers here. I just love them. The first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away. This is beautiful. It's a full coverage concealer. My under eyes look perfected and all my dark circles are away. It doesn't settle into fine lines. Really amazing product and definitely a good one to invest in is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This blew my mind because it's so full coverage and so smoothing. For some reason, for a product to be that full coverage, I would think it would somehow have to settle into your lines and just accentuate all of disgustingness under your eyes, but it's not the case. It really is a smoothing product. I absolutely love this. And I use this not as a concealer, but more as a correcting product because it's kind of dark for me. So I put this on first, and this is the Sicily Fido Elect Eye Concealer in shade number 3. It's an orangey shade, so it's great for counteracting purple and blue tones. And then I'll put my concealer on top and I'm like wide awake, I've had 10 hours of sleep type look. All right, let's just go to bronzer and blush. I'm gonna have to say Edward Best. This is an oldie but goodie. This is the first higher end bronzer that I purchased, I don't know how many years ago, I would say 5 years ago. And I've just kind of re-fallen in love with it. I finished it when it used to be in a compact like this, and then they reformulated it and it's this. I'm not crazy about this, but the product is stunning. This is the bronzer in Daydream. It is a beautiful neutral bronze. I don't see how anybody could hate this product. Best of both worlds. It's got some neutral and cool tones in there and it looks so good on, I would say, fair to light, possibly medium, very underrated. Not a ton of people talk about it. There's a few, but other than that, it's just such a gorgeous product and she's just stunning. I hate to even bring this up because I forgot to mention it in my palettes video. You're not gonna see any eyeshadow palettes because I already did that video, which I will link below for you, but I forgot to put this in here. I am putting it in here because you probably can't get it anymore, but I love this product. If you have this, you lucked out because this is my favorite Hourglass palette launch that they've ever done. I think all of the shades in here are suitable for everybody. They're very subtle, yet they pack really great pigment on the face. So this is an amazing bronzer. I hope they come out with a single in this for sure. And then just the highlight is badass. Oh, that's not the bronzer, that's the bronzer. I love these blush shades. These are more for setting powders. I don't really use these shades as much, but I do use these a ton and it's just a phenomenal palette. This is called the Unlocked palette. So I will scour the internet, see if I can find it for you. Probably sold out everywhere. Continuing with blush and bronzer, the first blush that I have on my list is the Adore Duo from Jouer. This is one of my favorite neutral peachy pink blushes. So, so good. I'm actually wearing this one today and I just feel like the consistency of this is like what like blush dreams are made of. It's buttery, it's packed with pigment, it's smooth, and it's not patchy at all. And then the next one was from Antonym. This packaging kind of drives me crazy. It's not my favorite. This blush is stunning. If you want like a neutral mauve, plummy type of blush, it's called Rose. By looking at it, you're like, it's not the greatest, but I like love these blushes. Like when I see blushes like this, I get uber excited because this is like right in my wheelhouse. Something very neutral, like subtle, understated, but like completely sexual. That is what I love about these blushes. I just think that they have enough kind of radiance to them to really give your cheek kind of like a lifted look, but also it's matte and it's not going to accentuate anything on your face. So I absolutely love that. For highlight, it was honestly this. This surprised me, but it was my favorite highlight of the year. There was a ton that I could have talked about, but this one was the one that really stuck out at me. It's Pixie by Petra, and this is the Glowy Glossomer Duo and Delicate Dew. Both shades are like universally flattering. You've got a pinky shade and you've got a bronze, but it just has like the prettiest wet metallic look. Affordable, you can get it at Target, and it's one of my favorite highlights of the year. For like cream eyeshadow, I'm gonna go with the Stila, what are these called? The Stila Shimmer and Glows have totally enamored me. I absolutely love them. I think I wore these more than like any other creamy eyeshadow that I have. And the one that I probably wear the most is Kitten because it's the most neutral. If you're looking for like a highlighty, really easy look, I mean, look at that. And it just stays and doesn't go anywhere. So all of these are like that. I prefer the metallic ones over the glittery ones, but I mean, almost all of these are amazing. Grace is so pretty. It's like a taupey color. I mean, I just love. Cloud is one of my favorites. Oh, this is Boheme. This is like so pretty. This is more of a kind of like a taupey purple. I have Jezebel and Cloud is just like a purpley gold with like a really funky shift to it. And then Jezebel is just like your typical warm shade. I honestly think that they are worth every penny. They last all day on the lids. They just give your lids the prettiest like glimmer to them. Ugh, I'm so in love. Okay, moving on to lipsticks. I just have 3 and these were no-brainers for me. Absolute no-brainers. My lipstick of the year, and probably will be for every single year, and it's the Clé de Peau Bamboo. I mean, I think if you guys watch me, you probably knew I was gonna talk about this lipstick. It's everything. It is the perfect taupey neutral nude. It looks good on everybody. Like, look, and I just am obsessed. It literally is the most perfect lipstick ever. It really is. If you have not tried it, if you want to get one thing from this video, you got to get this lipstick. It's that good. You don't even need a liner with it. It's just a very easy application. And the next one, I love this one too. It's from Tom Ford and it is the Universal Appeal. It's actually almost identical to the Bamboo, but it's matte. I don't feel like the formula is as good as the Clé de Peau, but I do love this nude, and sometimes I like to rock the shade in a matte and not have it be glossy. And then the last shade is London Suede. This is a newer purchase for me, but worth every penny because the shade is really universal and pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. There it is right there. And damn, they all look so similar. And these 3 are amazing. Okay, moving on to perfumes. I mean, there was no way I was gonna do this video without mentioning these 2 because these 2 are the epitome of fresh and amazing. If you are looking for right out of the shower, soapy clean, no floral scents, you've got to get these. Both of these are badass. First one is the Blanc by Byredo. Is it Blanche or Blanc? Ugh. This to me is like near and dear to my heart because it reminds me of my friend who wears this constantly. So when I smell it, I immediately feel like she's with me because she lives in California. So I'll never be without this just because I love it so, so much. But the scent of it is soapy and beautiful. And she gets compliments all the time. That's why I picked it up. Every time I'd be with her, I'd be like, what is that? Like, did you just get out of the shower? This perfume is that good. This is just as good. It's a little bit different in a way where it's still clean, but just different. And I can't I'm so bad at describing scents, but what I can say, it's just a clean scent. And it's not the fresh ones. I detest the fresh scents. That Fresh being the brand. They have like clean laundry and shit. It smells like a dryer sheet. That's not what I want. I don't want to smell like a dryer sheet. These two are just really, really good scents. So, if you can spend the dough, they are worth every penny. Okay, for glosses, this was a no-brainer. Again, I mean, I'm like gonna say that every single time. Oh, the Hi-Fi Shine, 110%, my favorite glosses of the year. They have a really great tingling sensation, like a peppermint, but not like stinging. It's just more of like a fresh thing that you can put on your lips. Colors are amazing. You've got some opaque shades, you've got some iridescent glittery ones, not glittery shades, and they are just beautiful. So if you've never tried these are 110% worth the money. They have shades like, I love Obsessed. I've been wearing that one a ton. That's like a sheer pink. And then you've got shades like this, the SPL, which is just kind of like a, I don't know, like a glittery fun topper. I'm not a huge fan of opaque lipsticks. Ooh, I just feel like suffocation when I put them on. Like I feel like cummy, like there's cum on my lips. I prefer like the iridescent ones because it just looks fresh and pretty. It looks youthful and young. So I love these. I think these are such a home run. I have to mention the Supermodel in a Body product from Charlotte Tilbury. This is everything. This is in like limited edition packaging. I'm hoping they'll bring it back for the Nordstrom sale this year, but you can get it in the smaller size. If you want like really shimmery, like reflective, like collarbone or like your cleavage or even like your arms or shoulder, it doesn't look artificial at all. It just looks very healthy, like you've just been out in the sun type glow. If you have not tried it, it really is worth the money. I would even get it in a small size too. You can get it on 2 Easy Pays of Beauty. Favorite moisturizer of the year. I've repurchased this twice. I can't live without it. It's the SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid Restore 242. It's amazing for morning and evening. I can't live without this product. It's that good, and it's just very moisturizing but lightweight. It smells. The smell is my favorite. It almost kind of smells like mint, like a medical mint. I love it. I love the smell. If you're looking for a new moisturizer, check this one out. It's so, so good. And lastly is the Foreo by, who's this by? Is it just called Foreo? The Luna? Oh, this is Luna. This is the Luna 2 by Foreo. I absolutely love this. A little bit more than the Clarisonic because I really feel like it gets my pores completely clean. My skin looks so smooth and just, I don't know, more healthy when I use it. I feel like I can really get these areas really nicely. You don't have to like replace it every 6 months. So, and like one charge lasts like 6 months, right? Whatever, I'm tired. I just really like that product. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys, and like this video. I'm at the end, finally. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.